Now 5 wide. Presented by Quick Trip's quality gasoline guarantee. It's just another way Quick Trip has you covered.
9 to noon, ready to roll, and look who's part of the fray today. William J. Jeremiah Schmid IV, recently engaged. John,
let's go!
He did it.
Thank you, boys. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congrats,
Mazel mazel at Disney, no less.
Mazel. Good things.
And right under the fireworks. Awesome stuff right there. It happened on Friday. You released the photos yesterday. I saw them. I was like, wait, Billy's here today?
What a
Saw him
secret
last
he
night.
kept, though.
Mhm.
He did it
Yeah.
Friday. Secret kept till Tuesday.
Embargo.
night.
A 3-day embargo, pretty much. 4-day embargo on that news. Huh?
Well, and the thing is, I had kind of had to keep the secret for about a month after I had made the plan of action. And actually, thank you, Josh. Kept the secret quite well.
Yeah, you're not a problem.
Josh
yeah,
was
talked
one
about
of
it.
those- Josh knew and kept the secret for
That's a
a
lot
couple of
trust.
weeks.
cool. You told Josh and not me for 2 weeks. That's
Well,
cool.
Somebody was in Italy running around gallivanting
you're
in
right.
Western
Boy.
Europe.
The
You're right.
locker room is going to be turned
was-
upside down.
Well, actually,
I
Josh
was
had
gone.
a lot of great.
I was gone. yeah.
Josh also
Why-
had
why-
a lot of good suggestions to me because he's been to the most magical place on earth many more times
That's true.
than I.
That's true.
So I had to
So-
clarify some guidelines because I didn't want to get tackled like that dude a couple of
That's
years
right.
ago.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just
That was
got
viral.
So you-
no, excuse me, sir. Why don't you just go?
So, Billy, you went to Josh for intel on Disney. That's why he knew.
I mean, it just kind of came up in conversation,
Yeah.
but then we
Oh,
talked
it
about
did?
it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
And I was kind of excited, so I had to spill the beans to somebody. I'm not a good secret
It's cool.
keeper, so I had to let somebody know because it was kind of burning. And then I did get a little bit of insight from him, which I took none of, but I really appreciate it.
No, that's the whole point of giving it is that then you say, all right, I'm not
Thanks.
going to listen at all. I'm going to go do exactly what I want to do anyway.
It's cool. I was also one of the last to know Billy was going to be a dad, but that was my own fault because I couldn't figure it out what he was trying to tell me for like 10 minutes. Remember that, Billy?
That was fun.
He's
That
like,
was
I'm
fun.
going to be a dad. I'm like, yeah. What's the joke? I thought
Thinks
there
I'm
was like,
dropping some hardcore advice on him,
right,
some
like,
knowledge.
I'm going to be a dad to you right now type of thing. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. You're going to be a dad. And then I hugged him and got all excited. So
So
it's great news,
The
though.
ring, Billy, looks like it's got its own little illumination inside the box
Mhm.
as you get down on one knee. Explain how that worked.
That would be something for the manufacturer of the box. The light is in the
They put-
box.
yeah.
Ooh.
And they
You never
just-
saw this, Abe? This
Yeah,
is
so I mean,
new.
you
this is
open-
the
you-
LED inside the box when you open it.
I've never seen it.
Pow!
Yep.
Pow!
This is
Bro.
cool. I've never seen this.
Bro, I got engaged in 1994.
Bro,
They
Same
didn't
year I was
have
born.
this stuff in 94.
Please, we have to talk about this happened not too recently. Zabe, where was your wedding ring? Remember when you told this story? You told the story on air. We were talking about wedding rings. He goes, oh, I don't wear mine
Oh,
anymore.
my actual wedding band
Yeah.
that's not on my finger because my fingers are too fat now. The sausages have gotten too plump to wear it.
So where did
It
you
was on
put
my
it?
keychain.
He put it on his car keys.
what?
At least you had it with you.
You had it
At
with
least
you.
had
Yeah.
it with you.
Some people do the necklace, you know.
Right,
Yeah.
necklace.
Zabe doesn't strike me as a gold chain guy. I kind of like the keychain.
It's actually not a bad idea, you know.
Oh, where are my
Well,
keys and my
Guys
wedding
always have their
ring?
keys. Laura, it's like, why do you need your keys in it? I'm like, just why my keys on me all the time, you know.
Well,
Seems
my,
like
my beautiful.
Sabe's at home. I'm looking for my ring. His wife said, you haven't worn it in years. Yeah, but it starts my car. I need,
Yeah, right.
I need to go to work.
Right. It's not about the ring. It's about my keys.
Let me get away from you.
Yeah.
It also opens 12-ounce bottles, but that's a whole separate story. No, I couldn't wear it, and I didn't want to just like leave it in a drawer. I figured at least if it's on my keychain, it's with me
Mm-hmm.
as a reminder. But my wife didn't like that so much, just because she thought it would be subject to being lost or damaged, and so she decided to gently take it into a secure location. I don't know where that is. She's got it somewhere, but yeah.
Some
so she'd
people
rather
call
put
it a
your
pawn
ring
shop.
in the safe
Other people,
instead of
yeah.
on your person. She didn't want
Right. So your ring, Billy, came in a box, or you buy a box that has the illumination with it?
Yeah, it came in the illumination, the light came in the box. So once you open it, triggers the light, flashes right onto the ring. And they told me as I picked it up over at the jewelry center, Mike Prokop, my buddy, looked at me and goes, dimly lit location. make sure it's as dimly lit as possible.
Oh, for this.
Because then it will really look.
Pow.
Yeah.
Then
It'll hit 'em.
really pop. Then it will
Pow.
really pop. And I mean, it lit up even better than the fireworks there at Disney World. So the pictures were good.
Who-
Actually, those photographs, Abe, you'll love this, because I was kind of late, Josh, to the party. I wanted
Oh,
to
no.
ride Tron.
Oh no, Billy.
So,
Billy.
well,
Okay.
but we had
Yes.
a fast pass. We had a lightning pass,
Yeah,
right?
but this is kind of a bigger moment than you can ride Tron after.
it just
No,
came out, right?
Tron
So it
is
just
top
came
early.
out. So we wanted to ride the ride. Got in there, dialed in. All of a sudden, Lightning Lane was pretty good. So we're like, well, might as well ride Space Mountain then too right away. Once we got into the Space Mountain lane, Josh, it was quite significant. It was quite long. So we got there with about 10 minutes to spare
You're sweating bullets then. Yeah, now you're on the clock.
because this was supposed to happen on Thursday. Happened on Friday because we got rained out on Thursday.
Oh, you're
So-
already a day behind.
So
'cause
I'm
of
already
rain.
a day behind and $1 short. And now I'm trying to run and find a location.
Yeah.
All the photographers at Disney World immediately evaporate and get away as quickly as possible. They evacuate, not evaporate. The premises once the fireworks are going on.
In thin air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those were
much.
just two innocent bystanders behind us who had my 6'4" large pear-shaped body right in front of them, and they said, "Wow, we can actually see the fireworks." They took pictures of it, and then once the show was over, tapped us on the shoulder, said, "I'd love to airdrop these to you because they're fantastic. Thank you very much
Oh,
for the show. It was memorable for
It's
us."
awesome.
And
So
they
you
took those
didn't
pictures.
ask them. They were just filming the fireworks.
And they said, "Well, we need to get pictures of this," and then took the pictures of them, which were fantastic.
Wow.
It's a great move by them.
Nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
Nice.
you ran the risk of not having pictures there. I'm not gonna lie.
Did
Like
you
that-
tip them?
And, you know, I probably should have.
I'm just curious.
Probably
That's an
should've.
Armin question.
Yeah, probably
Did
should have.
you tip
Didn't.
them?
slide them a drink or something. That's all good. You don't have to.
That's a good point. Well, I did have her brother was filming it from a different spot.
Oh, so you had a
he
video. Oh,
so
you
we had video.
Oh, okay then.
But the
Oh,
picture
okay.
was the
The
picture
actual
was
asset.
the actual asset.
Yes.
Exactly, because
All right.
there's a longer backstory. We wanted that exact moment, and it worked out to perfection.
See, with me, Armin, I would have had lavalier mics with wireless,
Mic'd up.
connectors, and I'd mic up, my fiance. She'd be like, "What's going on here?" Never mind, we just need to get this set up
Hold
here.
on here.
Okay, all right.
Wait, you
Good
don't
here,
always
hold
wear a
on.
mic during the fireworks? Come on, this is pretty.
Funny you say
standard.
that. I did consider like that when I was gonna get video for mine, but I'm like, if I mic up myself, it's gonna be too obvious what's gonna happen here.
Who did yours, Armin? Because you got one of the sneaky photogs with the long lens from
yeah.
afar.
Our friend Shannon O from 1061 FM 1061,
Yeah.
and Shanna helped her kind of coordinate that, but she was
So she just had a camera that had a long lens.
yeah, she's got a good
Telephoto,
camera and
but-
she's takes good pictures and stuff. So she was like, I'm basically on the other side of the street, and because I was in an abandoned parking lot, abandoned lot
Yeah, right.
at the Bradley Center.
Most
So
magical place on earth.
So I was like, man, what if we mic'd ourselves up to get video, but it'd been too obvious. But this is about
It's
Billy's
a-
time, not mine. Sorry.
It's a bigger thing now as part of the whole engagement wedding process to
'cause
get
it's-
that awesome killer surprise of the moment when you get down on one knee, caught on video or photo. So I think there's professional photogs that specialize in
Most
that. I think
of them,
some
yeah.
coon might even get in a ghillie suit like they're a sniper, and crawl
Ghillie
around
suit
like
or just completely spied out, right? They got top hats and overcoats on and they're walking around.
So
and then
obvious.
all of a sudden they just kind of peek it through like this. It's a
Strange looking character.
it's
Well,
a
that's
whole
fantastic.
spies
So-
game type movie thing.
Well, and my buddy a couple of years ago, he was the first of us to get engaged.
Hmm.
He dropped it on me 2 hours before it was going to pop the question that he needed me to take pictures.
I need you down here to take pictures.
Well, it was a Saturday. It was like 5:00. It was a college football Saturday. So somebody had, enjoyed a couple at some point. So I was not in position to have that kind of task
Responsibility.
and
Too much
responsibility
responsibility for
dropped
Billy.
upon me.
That is a big burden, though.
So I fumbled these engagement pictures worse than you could have ever done. I was about 200 yards away. I'm trying to creep up as it's going. They're blurry. My fingers in
With
the way
an
of a
iPhone.
couple of them with an iPhone.
it's not
With
your
an
fault.
iPhone.
That's
With like
his
an
fault.
iPhone 8, John, because this is about 5 years ago. So that they could only get better from there.
Tell him,
which
Steve,
they
it's
did.
all about the optical zoom.
That's not your
Digital
fault,
zoom
though.
does not-
That's
does not
never
your buddy's fault.
never pinch
Right.
to zoom. Jesus God, people.
You're
Stop
just cropping.
pinching to
That's just
zoom.
cropping. That's all it is,
Please.
people. Just cropping.
optical.
It's terrible.
The
What do
phones
you-
have 3 times optical now. You can do optical. You can't do digital.
Yes.
Wait,
exactly.
so Zave,
Well,
you're
that's,
saying don't zoom in? You're saying? Wait. Say this again. I need to know.
Do not pinch to zoom.
Well, you got to.
You can
Android doesn't.
you can hit the 1,
Yeah, his
2,
phone can't
3.
do that.
Well, on today's phones,
Yeah, you can do 3
they
times.
throw 3 cameras in.
I
there.
see.
Some have 4. Some Samsungs have like 4.
Yeah, these are really
Who
nice.
cares? They're droids. They're terrible.
Yeah,
they're
no,
all
you
droids.
can't-
You can't email. You can't
Armin's phone
text,
can't even
you
take a photo.
I have 0.6,
Armin's phone couldn't
1.0.
even hear me this morning.
I got 7 of them. That's your fault, not mine. I got 7 of
You
them.
have 7.
That's
You
your
have
fault.
7 focal lengths.
I can go 30
Lucky.
times, 20, 10. See, you guys trash.
Yeah, but it's
Android
digital,
5.
Armin. It's digital Zoom.
Yeah, it's digital.
Not the
You don't-
same. It's
you
not
don't
even
have-
close
yeah.
to the
Okay,
same.
fine. I don't know. I'm not a photography store owner. Okay, I don't know. All right.
They don't
I'm not a
exist anymore.
photography
I don't know.
store.
I don't
There's
know.
no such
I
thing
go
as
to the
photography stores. Nobody
camera
can walk
camera
into a
stores,
photography
arts camera. There's
camera
art.
store.
What about Arts Cameras
Arts.
Plus?
That's it.
Yeah,
They're
one.
still around, right?
I
God
think so.
bless.
And there's a 1.
Oh, they outlasted Arts Performing Center. So
Oh,
That's true.
Think
So-
about the last
so
10
put-
months for Billy Muscles, though.
Yeah, let's think about that. A
Kid.
big year.
It's wild.
Disney engagement.
Mhm.
All in
Packers
10
Red
months.
Network post game.
2
That
new
is-
cars.
Oh my gosh, that is
Car
unbelievable.
stolen.
Car stolen, car
Rear-ended.
totaled,
Right.
and then and hosting the Packer Radio
What's-
Network. So that's been a
what's-
good run here.
What's the next craziest thing that could happen to Bill? Like a life changing,
Well, bought a house.
I can tell you.
event.
Second kid.
And you bought a house. I forgot about that. Oh my gosh. Have you
Sorry,
done every life changing moment in the world in
Billy's
one
face.
single year?
Billy's face does not.
Now
like
you're
the
talking
idea of a
about
second
Irish
kid.
twins for Billy Muscle.
You shut your mouth over there, all right?
Look at Billy's
Shut
face.
your mouth.
What
over
did I tell you? The doctor told me like immediately, like once Jordy was born, just turned and said, "Just so you know, it is very, 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 very easy for her to get pregnant again right now." As if like I was planning on before we left the hospital trying. I was like, yeah, okay,
Thinking
fine.
we're gonna get
No.
to try.
yeah, no problem.
Oh, that's what you. Oh,
No, but yeah, it was John. Actually, young Carson was born on a Saturday. We closed on the house on a Monday of that week.
it was wild.
So I got 2 of the biggest life events out of the way in 1 week. So I've been quite stressed over the last number of months. But, now
you did
we're now we're
Disney
enjoying it.
and engagement. I mean, I just can't think. Is there another life altering
Yes.
event for Billy?
Yeah,
Muscles?
the only thing left for Billy would be an episode of Maury where he's waiting on the results of the paternity
Oh,
test.
boy.
That's about it.
Okay.
Like, God,
That would be
I hope it
the
doesn't,
the
but
next
yeah.
one.
especially because I think Maury's off the air. I'm not
Maury
sure.
retired.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Really?
sure.
No
Well,
one picked
hey.
that up? No one picked that job up. That's one of the top 20 jobs in broadcasting.
More-
You gotta think.
He's one of one. It's not like a
Yeah, I
game
don't-
show you can
I
slide
don't
in
think
like
you can-
Sajak. He's
Yeah.
one of
Not,
one.
not as good as Seacrest taking over for Sajak.
Right.
Sajak was making $15 million a year, and Vanna White was only making $3 million, and she's now going to sue because she said she never got a raise,
I have opinions.
and she's worried about getting
No.
knocked off the show now. 40 years at $33 million a year to turn letters.
It's
I
remarkable.
sign me up for that.
Yeah, I dial in and
Will look like Vanna White.
well,
to turn letters.
Well,
Like,
I can't.
That's all she's
Look
doing.
like
Right,
Vanna
yeah.
White at 66.
Yeah.
Zabe. At 66.
First of all, Vanna White never misses. You ever see her make a
Would
mistake
you?
on air? Yeah, it's easy not to make a mistake,
Armin,
but
Armin,
she
they're
never
lit
misses.
up. They're lit up. How would she make a mistake?
Not everyone can do that. All right, let's put some respect on
And she
Vanna's
doesn't
name.
even turn,
Spelling
she
out
doesn't
the
even turn them
puzzles in
anymore.
her
She
mind.
just touches them. She just touches them now.
Hey, when Nelly shouted her out and ride with me, that was the end of it. And her not being a star. She's a star. All right, Nelly shouted her out.
Nobody's
in
saying
Country
she's
Grammar.
not a star.
Ride with me. I'll be on the next flight, sitting next in first class, sitting next to Vanna White.
but here's the problem. Pat
Well
Sajak
played.
has to make all the ill-advised jokes and references to make people think that they have chemistry. Because I think
Right.
that's still one of the best backdrops of Wheel of Fortune. Once everybody realized they weren't together, everyone's like, okay, well, I guess that's kind of cool.
Oh, you thought they were married? You thought they were a couple?
Everybody kind of thought there was a little something going on, didn't you? Early on in the infancy. Now Pat Sajak's 80 years old, and you're like, okay, that'd be kind of
76.
sad.
Come on.
She's 66.
Yeah, it's not that out of line. I mean, 10
That
years.
falls
Yeah.
well
Sa-
within
Sajak
the
is
range
10
of
years
half
older.
your age plus 7.
Right.
That's
Oh,
fair.
within the range.
That's
My
fair,
grandparents were 10 years apart. It can happen. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but it was weird
Hey,
because
can
at
I-
the time one was 16. Never mind. Go ahead.
Can I
Jeff.
real
Holy
quick?
cow.
Can I
Not
real
true.
quick pay off?
Go ahead.
Armin found the Jim Gantner PSA in the 87 Brewers VHS recap tape
Yeah, and
about only you can stop forest fires. And it is even better, Armin, than I thought it would be.
Told you.
Magic, Miracles, and True Believers.
The story of the 1987 Milwaukee Brewers is brought to you by
It's electric.
Smokey Bear, the USDA Forest Service, and the National Association of State Foresters.
You know, some sales rep pitched a bunch of companies to sponsor this video, and they couldn't get anybody. And they're like, well, the Forest Service has some budget. Let's get them in there.
Hi, I'm Jim Gannon of the Milwaukee Brewers. Before we get into the 1987 Brewer highlights, I'd like to say a few words on behalf of my good friend, Smokey Bear.
Good friend.
Wildfire prevention is a real concern to me. I'm an outdoorsman, and I love the woods and the wildlife in them. Fire can destroy all of these in a few moments. And remember,
Now they're running B-roll of like
animals.
elk
Yeah,
and deer
of
and
course.
and,
This
and,
stuck
and
with me.
rabbits and
This-
birds.
This-
So did it show?
Please be careful.
Hold on. So
it's like
Trinkley
another minute.
Piano.
Yeah, it's like a minute
There's
and a half.
beauty shots, and I'm thinking, okay, we're about to wrap it up here with a little full screen graphic
Oh no.
of Smokey the Bear. We're good, right? Okay, no, we're not good. More animal photos, Coon. Little rabbit, nice, beautiful lake, pristine blue skies. God, I'd love for some blue skies.
When's
wouldn't
the
you?
apocalyptic bomb gonna hit?
You just wait.
Still
Still
coming.
going. This
Still
is still going.
It's like a full 3 minutes.
Fake bird sounds. Oh no!
Oh no! The NWO just walked in.
Fire!
With flamethrowers.
It's like 2 minutes of this fire. It scared the heck out of me. I was 7.
Yes. Just raging wildfires right now.
What a great synth.
Houses burned to the ground.
Right. This is
Carnage. Little Bambi incinerated like a marshmallow over a campfire.
it was seriously
You
scary.
Bastards.
Can
It was very caustic, you know? It was like, man.
There's KB. There's KB on the metal.
This is a banger. This is a great beat.
It just keeps on going. It's like, can we get to the Brewers 87 season, please?
I
At some point.
I can't tell you how many times I remember fast forwarding through this because it was so scary. I was like, this is
And then
enough
the
fire.
charred
So scary.
remains.
Just to let,
Okay.
let you know how bad
Now
it could
there's
be.
Smoky. Now there's Smoky. There's your full screen
There he
graphic.
is.
Remember,
Only you.
only you can prevent forest fire.
Oh, man.
Okay, we ready
Yeah.
for some baseball?
There we go. Now we're back, baby. We're back, and it's
Thank
time
you.
to kick off the 1987 season.
Milwaukee Brewers were hurting for true
The believers.
In the immortal words of Casey Stengel,
This is not
You
Costas.
could look it
is
up. That's Bucher.
That's Uke.
Yeah.
That's Uke. Oh, yeah, that's Uke.
Magic and more than a few miracles.
I almost know this by heart. I watched this hundreds of
You
times.
just ran
know.
through the
Yeah.
first 4 sentences.
love this.
here.
That's why the
Believe it.
biggest BS of anything Steve Zabin said in the last 2 minutes was I was so impressed that Armin found this. I was like,
it's in my
he
bookmarks.
went to his bookmarks and
Yeah.
clicked video. It took him 3 seconds.
I
He
do.
watches it 4 days a
It's
week.
the
I
ones
do.
that you have saved on your
87
iPad
Brewers,
when you start getting
thank
stressed
you.
out.
I watch it a lot.
Yeah,
So
it took
anyway-
no time at all.
I was born in 84, so I didn't remember this happening like live, but I had the tape. We had the tape because we got it somewhere, and I watched it all the time through the 90s. All
Well,
the
that
time.
was the '96 Super Bowl championship
Same thing.
VHS for me.
Right, same thing.
Because I mean, I was a year and a half when they ended up winning the Super Bowl, but I would watch that tape before every Packers game
the highlight tape. That's
from about
awesome.
age 6 to about age 12. Once I had to get a DVD player and I had to burn
And
it.
you
onto
can
a
watch
DVD.
it in the,
in the trailer. You guys had that run the trailer.
I found an old copy on VHS at a thrift store. And I bought
Josh,
it and put it in the trailer.
Let's go.
and I
yeah.
knew, Josh was disturbed when I was like reciting the whole thing.
Not even watching it. Like he's like on the other side of the trailer and still saying all the words.
It was it's awesome, isn't it?
It's fantastic.
I remember when they were selling that at Blockbuster, and I
So-
wanted to go so bad to get it. Yeah. Oh man, those were the good days.
Speaking of which, Armin,
Yeah,
my parents are about to sell their house, the boyhood home, and so they've cleaned out a bunch of old photos. and
It's
stuff.
emotional.
Sad.
There's
It's
some
emotional.
VHS tapes, and they gave me this one here. The NFL Films presents George Allen.
Wow.
Winning is living and losing is dying. And my mom's
Dramatic.
like, "Do you want this?" I was like, "Yes, I want this."
Probably a great.
I don't
video.
know where I can find a VHS, a VCR to actually play it or to somehow dub it off, but yeah, I want it. So, there you go.
You gotta get
That's
one.
gonna make the trailer.
I think if you take it to a Best Buy, they'll make that thing on a
Digital.
jump drive for you.
Well, then,
Really?
Let's go. Right.
I
Best
don't-
Buy.
I don't think
Maybe
so.
a Radio Shack if they still.
Yeah, I was gonna
exist.
say.
Radio
I
Shack's
don't know
not
that
going
Best
anywhere.
Buy.
The
in
Geek
that
Squad is
business.
pretty impressive, though.
Hold on a
The
second.
Brewers a perfect 3-0 mark as they set out on their first road trip of the season.
And it was Westward
And it was
Ho.
Westward Ho. So the eyes of Texas were on the upstart brew crew.
This is so awesome. This video is so awesome. You don't understand.
Good stuff.
I gotta see it.
They started 13-0 and then they were under
Tag, you're it.
500 by the break.
All right, tag your it, boys. 9 to noon is next. Josh, great job as always. Thanks for listening. Be careful out there with that smoke. Stay inside, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Don't say no, 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 no. Just say yeah, 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 yeah. And we'll go, 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 go. If you're ready, like I'm ready, 'cause it's a beautiful